If you are watching this video, you're probably asking me, how do you make money on social media? I'm here to show you guys how to build a business through social media by building up your personal brand, where you can earn anywhere from a couple $100s to a couple $1,000. For those who have not experienced making money online through social media are going to be like, is this a scam? Is this real? No, it's 100% possible. I've been doing my personal coaching business for years through social media on one of my personal Instagram coaching accounts where I have about only 13,000 followers, but I still make around 10 to 15,000 US dollars per client just by having the small following. To me, the most valuable currency in the world is 100% social media attention. Why not just general attention? Because social media is the most easiest way to leverage attention and to gain and build up attention for your personal brand. But if you do not know how to hold that attention from your potential client, if you do not know how to showcase your products and services on your social media channels, and if you do not know how to sell your products and services to those potential clients, then getting attention on social media is useless. I would say most people do not know the difference between good attention versus bad attention. People assume that going viral, getting millions of views and tens and thousands of new followers is good quality attention. Not really. It's actually the other way around. It's low value, bad attention, because those viewers might not even convert. But if you know how to get good quality attention where you can actually convert those followers into actual paying clients, then you're going to make a good chunk of money that's going to be worth your time and energy investing in. Over the years, I've sold all sorts of products and services, whether they're low ticket or high ticket products and services. But right now, personally, I prefer to focus on high paying ticket clients for my coaching businesses because I understand the value of my time. I'm able to dedicate my attention and give all the value that my paying clients deserve, which allows them to speed up the process to get towards the results that they want to achieve faster. At the same time, allows me to live a life of freedom and flexibility. You gotta understand, even if you have a small following, but if you know how to provide good services towards your clients, then through word of mouth, they're gonna suggest you to their friends, to their social circles, or they might even become repeating customers in the near future. I'm sure that most of you watching this video right now all came from a new Instagram account, which I built in just 30 days. Within that first 30 days, I was able to gain over 30 million views that helped me gain 30,700 new followers on this Instagram account that I started off with 0 followers. You may wonder, what do you gain from 30,700 plus new followers within that 30 days? Well, on top of that, I received dozens and dozens of DMs on my Instagram inbox from followers that want to become potential clients asking for mentorship on how to grow their personal brand, on how to monetize their social media accounts. Because hey, I know tons of accounts that have hundreds of thousands of followers, but they're not making bank, still chasing paycheck to paycheck from any sort of sponsorship that they can get their hands on. To me, that's not a business. My personal goal on this new Instagram account during the first 30 days was not to sell a product or service or anything. For me, it was just to show everyone the proof of concept that yes, I have the ability, I have the knowledge, I have the experience on growing social media accounts, specifically with Instagram. Because in the past, when I first started doing TikTok, within the first 4 months, I grew one of my personal TikTok accounts to 500,000 followers. That's 500,000 followers in just under 4 months, proving to myself that I know the concept of how to grow short form content, that I know how to grow on social media. And like I said, with this new Instagram account, I have not yet promoted any product or services, but I still made 2,500 US dollars from one of my followers who kept persisting, asking me for one-on-one consultations. And I was like, sure, why not? He appreciated the value that I was giving off on my Instagram account, whether it's the entertainment value that I share on my Instagram reels or the real raw value that I posted on my Instagram stories. Let me share with you, how did I get started on making money through social media? So going back in time, I got really tired, burnt out, felt kind of like depressed, underappreciated by the people that I helped build their businesses, build their dreams for them. I felt really undervalued, felt disrespected, to the point that I was at the lowest point because over the years, I gave so much of my time, my energy, loyalty, and friendship. But when it comes to business, when it comes to making money, most people don't give a shit about relationships, friendships, family. They care about themselves no matter what. Sure, there are some people that actually value real relationships, who are actually genuine, that actually value the relationship they have with you as a person. But in most cases, that's very rare. So in my case, I felt depleted, I felt worthless and underappreciated, which to me, what actually hurts the most was the disappointment, because you expect better from the people that you love, that you work with. But again, those people, they don't give a shit about you. And that's just the circle of life. They don't value you for who you are, how you had their backs. Fine, life goes on. I don't hold anything against it, because there's no point about feeling sorry for yourself, having that victim mentality. If you want to have success and you want to better your life, you just gotta tell yourself, fuck it, move on, work on yourself, grind. That's all you can do. There's no point crying and wasting your energy thinking about what could have been, what could have changed. You can't change anyone. People are easily influenced over money, status, social media clout, but that's just who they really are. And the simple answer is that life just goes on. You either let it bring you down, or you get back up, say fuck it, move on, and focus on your work, focus on you. Take control of your life. Don't let someone else influence the way you think and the decisions that you make, because they do not have to live with those results you do. So low-key, I actually found my purpose again through social media. I'm not one of those individuals that enjoys posting my personal life online, sharing it to people like, oh, I travel to Europe, I travel to Japan, or whatever it is. For me personally, the less people know about my personal life, the more relaxed, the less BS I deal with, the less drama I deal with, and the less fake friends that I attract. Because when you're posting the lifestyle, everyone wants to be your friend all of a sudden. If they see that you're hanging out with some famous dude, everyone wants to hang out with you too. If people see that you have access to exclusive after parties, events, etc., again, everyone's your friend. But when you don't have access to certain people that are famous or parties or whatever, all those people that were once your friends just disappear. But that does not mean social media is bad. Social media can be good if you use it in a positive way. Not to get the bad type of attention, but positive type of attention, where people that want to contact with you because they want to get some sort of value in exchange for money, pay you for your time, pay you for your attention, pay you for your experience, your knowledge, then I would say go all out on social media, build your brand, get your products and services on the right eyes that value you. Even if you have a small social media following on Instagram, you're able to live the life that you want to live, whether it's a healthier lifestyle. Like me personally, I don't even drink for the last 7 years, but I'm able to live the lifestyle of traveling and do things on my own personal time that I actually value, that I actually enjoy. And you don't have to deal with a bunch of douchebags day to day. I've seen way too many social media coaches and gurus placing ad placements all over Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, selling the idea that they know how to grow your social media following, whether it's through paid traffic, organic traffic. But when you go into their personal Instagram account or their business account, they struggle to get 1,000 followers, which is crazy. That's jokes. And they claim to do this for a couple years or even a decade. Or you might even see some accounts where they bought followers of 20,000 followers, 50,000 followers, but their engagement does not match their follower ratio. The truth is that most social media coaches do not understand social media. If you are a business owner / content creator, you definitely understand much better than these social media gurus, coaches on how to grow your following, on how to get clients, on how to make sales, versus hiring an agency where most of the employees are just random kids that actually don't have the proper background nor the experience on how to grow their personal account. They're just doing it as a job to get paid, not because they enjoyed it, but it's just a way to pay their monthly bills. I've also seen a ton of influencers posting the typical lifestyle of being rich, living that luxury travel nomad lifestyle. But again, most of these guys, they don't have a business. They rely on creating content, trying to see whatever sponsorships that they can get their hands on, chasing another paycheck after paycheck. So whether if you want to learn how to build your personal brand up, or you want to gain new leads, new clients for your products and services by gaining more followers, gaining more views that are pushed out to the right eyeballs, or maybe you want to learn how to funnel those new leads and make actual sales so you can get paid, then DM me on Instagram 100x for personal coaching if you want to live a life of freedom and flexibility. But you got to realize that building a business is not overnight success. It takes time, hard work, systems, consistency of showing up every single day, even on the days you feel like not showing up, and just locking in, becoming disciplined. By investing your time and energy for the next several months to a year, if you really want to change the trajectory of your life through forming healthy habits in building your business, it's time to start now. Start today. Stop giving yourself excuses. Stop wasting time. You're only this young today. As this is one of the main problems with people in general. They're always going to push things off for tomorrow and the day after, thinking that they have all the time in the world. But in reality, life goes by in a flash. So you got to live life under your own rules, build that business, and have the ability to work in your own terms. Once you fall in love with this process of building this business and running it, giving value to your clients, making a good amount of money so you can spoil your family, spoil your loved ones, spoil your kids, and do whatever you want, this whole cycle becomes a no-brainer. Yes, it's 100% possible to build your online business through social media. As myself, I know we all have limiting beliefs when it comes to making money online. But once you make your first dollar, you realize like, oh shit, you can actually make money online. Whether it's a couple $100, couple $1,000, or if you want to scale to the moon, that's even possible. But in order to do that, you got to scale your team as well. So let's just start from the beginning. My job here is to help you to keep accountability, making sure you progress and reach the goals one step closer every single day. And it's not just to push you harder and harder every single day, but my job is to also show you opportunities that you can gain by building up your personal brand with social media in the specific niches that you're in. My biggest takeaway would be like, why would you invest all your time and energy building a business or a dream for someone else that undervalues you, treats you with low respect, makes you work overtime, when you can invest all this time and energy on your own personal business and live a life of freedom and flexibility and luxury? Even if you're not making a lot of money at the start, but if you know how to put yourself out there on the online world, on the online space, you get to connect and network with other people from your industry, from your niche, that are willing to pay you for your time in exchange for your knowledge, for your experience, such as being an event speaker or some online consultation, or maybe a simple sponsor post where you can make at least 500 to a couple $1,000 extra on the side every now and then. The focus is not to chase sponsor posts. Our focus is to actually build a long-term business where you have ongoing clients that are paying you every single month, or one-time high-ticket paying clients that knows and appreciates your value. And let's say if you're already making a lot of money working for someone else in a company or whatever it is, you're making anywhere from $5,000 to maybe $25,000 every single month, and you don't want to go full-time in starting a coaching business, selling some sort of products or service through social media, that's totally fine. You can do it part-time as well. But hey, doesn't it still sound good if you can make anywhere from a couple hundred extra bucks to a couple extra $1,000 every single month, so you can spoil yourself more, whether it's with clothing, going on trips with your friends, family, loved ones, kids, doing cool activities? Sure, why not? How many times have you told yourself, new year, new me, but you haven't done anything to improve your life? You haven't done anything that helps benefit your life in a healthier way, because you're always telling yourself tomorrow is possible. But the reality is that you're unmotivated, you're lazy, you have all these excuses thinking you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, whatever the reason may be. But let me tell you, if you respect yourself, like if you really truly respect yourself and your family, your friends, your parents, your kids, aren't you interested in leveling up your lifestyle, making a change, not just for yourself, but for them, providing your kids with better education, better food, better health? If you don't have kids, maybe your dogs, your cats, your fur babies, or more importantly, your parents. They're getting older, they deserve the same level of care and respect that they gave you when you were a child. If you do respect yourself and everyone else around you, then why not give it a go? And what's the worst that can happen? If you can make more money, gain more freedom, whether it's time freedom, location freedom, flexibility to do the things that you actually want to do in life, then take that opportunity. You need to break out of that procrastination cycle, take a chance, and make that brave decision. Take control of your life like I've done with mine. Hope to work with some of you. If not, then I hope this video helped inspire some of you to become a better version of yourself. For you, for your family, for your loved ones, for your kids. And before I end this video, you need to remember to get your garden greener, you need to water it every single day consistently by putting in the effort and also being patient. I promise you, it's worth the sacrifice, it's worth the time, the success will come. All you need to do is to dedicate your life for the next 1 year or the bare minimum of the next 6 months. If you want to live a life of freedom, being able to travel overseas, like myself, I'm able to live in Asia right now, and during the summer, I'll be in Europe doing a tour. So if you want to live a healthier life and happier life, you gotta make it happen for yourself. As it all starts with you making that decision first to get that change. So make that decision.